and I'm really happy to be here today, and I've really enjoyed this service. I feel very uplifted, and I love the singing, and I love the kind of casual vibe. Yeah, it's really cool. So my talk is called Sewatié Enhsatkáhtoh, Ohjistoh-kwaténion, and that's Mohawk. Our word is Kanien'kéha. The word Mohawk was given to us, but it's a really cool hairstyle, and it's the only word I knew as a child, actually. So I still embrace that. Some people choose the traditional word, and that it means sometimes you will see falling stars. Let's see. So I'll just put that up as a title. So next one, please. That's my mom, Rael Branthal. Next one, please. That's my great-grandma, Cora Doreen. That's me and my mom. That's my grandpa, Frank Doreen. And that's my sister, Dr. Casey Ohjistoh Brandt. So in the Indigenous way, we always, when we introduce ourselves, we always place ourselves how we are in relation to our family and our kin and community. So I wanted to start off with that. These people shaped and formed me. And so I hope that if any thoughts come to you during this thought, just kind of hold on to them, because as artists, when we make art and put our art out there, it's for you to, it turns to you and your experience of it. All right. I started with photography. I went to photography school, and I photographed my kids a lot. This is my son Kai, a Tiran. This is just at school pickup. I bring my big pro camera with me everywhere in kind of a purse. Yeah, school pickup. That's my son Roman teased to carry. And this sweater, this is Kai again, this sweater, I photographed him in it most years. My mom made it. It's called a prayer sweater. And so when you make something special for someone and you put your good thoughts into it or prayers, and you pray, and we believe that it infuses that garment. So whenever I'm having a bad day, I can put that sweater on or put it on my kids, and it's like getting a hug from my mom. Kids don't stay still when you photograph them. Yeah, just casual moments. And always black and white. I love black and white, unless color is really important. And that's just in a hotel room, just moments. So then I got into, in school I got into conceptual photography. And then there's 4 in this series. And this is, my assistant is throwing a ball at my friend. And he's in a dress. And this, I was thinking about gender roles and how, I have boys, and I tried so hard to be gender neutral with them so that they can be whatever they want to be. And it was really hard. And our culture sort of puts a lot of things on what a boy is, what a girl is, etc. So that sort of explored that. This one is called Grief is a Butter Knife in the Left Ventricle. Wow. And so this is a series I did. It's called Notes from the Past, and there's 3 in the series. This one is called Hide. This one is called Watch. And this one is called Run. And I was thinking about, our family was, all the families were put in residential schools. And then my mom was a 60 scoop, and so she was taken from her family, and my sister and I, and my cousins are the first generation to not be taken away. So it's sort of visually exploring that, and that's my son. And this is just the behind the scenes. That's my husband, Charles. And Kai. It was a really windy, cold day, so we got those done pretty fast. Here, this is another series I did. And this one This one is sort of exploring how to pass along, what it is to be a Mohawk person to our kids when we live so far from our res and from our family. And there's 3 in this series. This one, my husband would put that little antler onto my son and kind of run off. It's kind of funny. Yeah. And the next one is right here. So this is for a show that I co-curated called Illustrar, and it was exploring illustration. And this one is called Kanien'kéha, which means my mother. And I made this picture for my mother when she became a grandmother. And so I kind of like dug it out, and this little thing on the top is a medicine bag, and she gave it to my partner and I when we were going to travel for safety. And this is a film photo, just playing in school. I did it for an assignment, and it's cross-processed. So you take your film and the chemicals are from a different, from slide film, and you get these crazy colors, which now you can just do a filter, but that was fun. And it kind of formed this show, which was called the name of the talk as well. Sometimes you'll see falling stars, and there's a couple of photos for this, yeah. Includes some toys my kids played with. It was always kind of strange, kind of a strange thing. And yeah, very colorful show. And I made these postcards. That's me and my niece when I got married, and we're with the guys. Me and Cameron and the guys. This is a paper waterfall, and it was made from tape that I found from a cash register. And this one was for a show, a community show I put on, and it was called Paper Assembly. So everything had to be made with paper. And this one is called Ganawa, and it means rapids. And there's a little one in the corner, which is the next slide. And just paper, and it's just so sculptural and beautiful and accessible. This was also part of the paper exhibition. These are paper mache, and in Mohawk culture we have the 3 sisters, and it's corn, beans, and squash, and they grow synergistically together, so they would be planted together. And so I've got each one in a bowl, and that one's called the 3 sisters. Oh, this one. This one was for a self-portrait show that I curated, and this was the little thing I put in because there was some space. And so when you're walking through and you're looking, like all these eyes at you in the gallery, because so many self-portraits, and then you come around the corner and you kind of see yourself. So it's that way of putting yourself in as a participant as well. Oh, the crow show. So I feed crows. I have 2 families, and they're wonderful. They just enrich my life. They're very friendly. I don't hand feed them. There's a couple, one that I call Fellini and one that I call Kurosawa. They could be hand fed. They come very close to me and just sort of sit with me, but I won't do that because I don't think it is in their best interest. But I do love to sit out there with my tea and sort of hang out with them. This was videos. Oh, sorry, Peter. There's some videos that I took, and that was called Entering the Memory of a Crow. And then the feathery thing here are what I collected from my crows in my yard. And that little piece is called Then the Ravens Held Silence. It was a fun show. I'm just gonna check the time. Okay, cool. All right, this one is Wadanigaderon, and that means birch tree. And I sort of put this together. The only photography in this is the birch tree. I was at a birch tree and people are walking by thinking, why is she taking pictures of a birch tree? That was fun. There's a couple more, Pedro. I drew on the wall. I drew a little birch bark canoe there, which will be in the next photo, or the next one. So this is a little self-portrait. Well, it was directed. My friends at school didn't believe I was Mohawk, so for show and tell, I told my mom I wanted to show them and tell them I'm a Mohawk. And this is called Half Indigenous, Sucks at Beading, and Has Never Seen a Birch Bark Canoe. And this one, so I've done a few bathroom installations. It was unprompted, no one asked me. But it's a space in our building. It's an arts building. And this is a tribute to Andy Warhol. And this is titled, she's giving Art Deco, she's giving Office Come Arts Hub, she's giving Utilitarian, she's got Je ne sais quoi, she's a bathroom installation baby. So I found these toilet paper in our storage room and just sort of photographed it. And then around the room, there's a few more shots. Just some Andy Warhol quotes. I think he was really wonderful. And so,
what did it say?
So do you want to go back, Peter? So it says, art is what you can get away with. Andy Warhol. That's true. Okay, this one is called Deogagan Anaquara, and it's called Broken Chair. And this was a part of an intersectional feminist show that I co-curated. And we had this like empty stairwell with no art to put in it. So my co-curator and I put some work in there. This one, just very briefly, is sort of a homage to Wanda Nanabush. She was the first woman and the first Indigenous woman who was a curator at ROM, the Art Gallery of Ontario, and she was let go. And there's a lot of questions in the community about why that happened. It was all kind of hush-hush, I want to say. So just thinking about that, and she's an idol of mine, and just really, she did such important work. So I just wanted to find a way to explore like my kind of grief feelings for her. And yeah, another shot. Oh, this one. This is an installation I did. My son found a little baby something, and it was a Sunday, so we couldn't get a hold of Wild Ark, so we don't even know what it was. I thought maybe it was a squirrel, and we Googled, fed it, was taking care of it. And there was another one. It was a neighborhood cat found these little babies. And so this installation, it ended up being a rat and little rat babies. And they were gentle and sweet. And they offered that they'd euthanize them for us. And this was about 3 days in, feeding them around the clock. I think it was every 4 hours. And, now we're attached. So just thinking about like hierarchy of animals, they deserve to live. And I don't really want them in my house either, but I think we can find a better way. Maybe it's birth control or something that doesn't harm them. So this work was done by another artist, AJ Twin, and just sort of exploring like if why are we not ethical about how we deal with this problem? They die in terrible ways, especially the poison, and the glue traps. So exploring that. And I did a little zine, and it's got photos of these creatures we raised. We released them in Cuthbert Homes Park because it's not near people, and they have so many owls there. They kind of welcome them. They say that the black roof rat is actually on there. If you go and look at the visitor sort of plaque. So they're hopefully living a happy life there. or their descendants. And that's just a little bit of research that was part of the installation. And then this is my last ones. I do a series of shadows. Anywhere I see them, you know, if you see me on the street, I might be taking pictures of shadows. And I call this series Ombra, which is Italian for shadow. And I just think they're really beautiful. And that's it for me. So thank you very much for letting me share my work. Thank you, Lynn. You're a gem. You all probably know that.